Hearty welcome to you. Merry Christmas to everyone. What a wonderful time. A time with a lot of blessings. Christmas gives us the message of love, peace, hope, and giving. So, to have a champion for this Christmas special edition, we need to have a person or a personality or a champion with golden heart. So, we have a golden heart person, and we have with us Mervyn Fernandez, well-known personality from the Indian Olympic team. Sir, hearty welcome to you. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, and wishing everybody the same.
I can see beautiful arrangement for Christmas is done behind and welcoming to all the champions to this show. So we have this message for. So that was a welcoming message. So Christmas is a time when we all the family come together. The celebration, the entire world celebrates. People come together, and I know we need to hear from you, sir. The Christmas celebration that you particularly have.
Yeah, they say that the best of all gifts around any Christmas tree is the presence of a happy family, all wrapped up in each other. So we are wishing you a Merry Christmas surrounded by your precious family and many blessings for the coming year.
Wow, wonderful message. In fact, straight from the heart, I can say you have
Yes,
penned
thank
down
you.
for all the champions. So there is a Santa cap behind me and beautiful decorations behind you. So it's a full of life. The entire globally people. It's a holiday time where people have family time. The divine child is welcomed. So the divine child comes and bless all of us during this time. Sir, we would like to know your Christmas days and particularly the joy that how do we celebrate and how you have been doing. Maybe some childhood memories.
If you talk about childhood memories, they were very nice because I remember mom making my sister and me sit down and make sweets together.
Uh-huh.
So we used to remember, getting the kalkals, nyoris, whatever you may call them. Then the cakes. We used to taste the cakes while we were grinding them, and she used to get upset, saying that, "Are you all going to prepare them, or are you going to eat them before they're prepared?" So that was nice. And in the background, I still remember my mom used to play the Christmas carols from Jim Reeves, the guy who brought in Christmas so well to each one of us. So those are fantastic memories. Later on, when I got married, my wife started making all these beautiful things in the house. She used to decorate the house. Even today, if you see the decorations, she, along with my son, and now we have a daughter-in-law who have been helping us to get the decorations on. So, getting all these decorations on, making sweets, these are all wonderful memories that I can never forget.
Great, sir. That's really, the childhood memories really get embedded into the system, and we
Yes.
certainly carry as we grow bigger and bigger. I'm sure a lot of sweets are being made, sweets, and that's being also, though it's a lockdown time, but it's a lockdown time has become a family time for all of us.
Absolutely. I fully agree
And
with you. We have spent more
yeah.
time together now than we have done before. In fact, my wife had a complaint that I should never be at home. So now she's got time with me. Yeah,
Wonderful. I think.
yeah, there is a complaint from the family from the beginning that when my son was born, I was not there. I was playing hockey at Delhi. I was playing the finals, and that can never be forgiven that I was not present for the delivery of my son. So that always is something that I feel bad about. And I give full credit to Virat Kohli, who says that he wants to be next to his wife when she's going through labor. That's the most wonderful
Uh,
thing that a husband can share with a wife during those times.
Wonderful message that you said, sir. Yes, traveling from Mumbai to Moscow and bringing that gold to India, no one will forget that.
Yeah,
I know it was a challenging time, but we need to learn. Of course, there are life lessons and there are life and sport that you have blended together. So the champions here are eagerly waiting to know the life lessons that you learned during the journey.
sure. So when you talk about lessons, there were some things that you shared with me about the hard work and dedication that one has to put in. I still remember when I was a kid, and my father used to make me practice for hours together, and I used to wonder. I mean, it was painful sometimes. Make me go through the practice sessions for hours together, and I never ever wondered that those practice sessions, those hard work, those dedications towards the game would bring me this far in my sporting career.
Wow. Hard work is important, and dedication, of course, you
Dedication.
said.
And most importantly, Dr. Narayan, along with that, you must enjoy what you're doing, whether it be a drawing or whether it be dancing, anything that you take up, as a passion. You should enjoy it because many a times I see, I mean, excuse me for saying that, I see kids being taken by their parents to the play fields, but they're sort of not enjoying it. And when you find the kids not enjoying it, they will not perform as well as the person who's enjoying it. So that's my first thing that I tell most parents, that if you're getting a kid into something, see that the kid is enjoying it. If you find that the kid is not enjoying it, please do not push him unnecessarily. I'm talking about myself. Initially, when my father used to take my practice sessions, I used to enjoy it. But when it became a bit, tiresome, I used to wonder why he's making me practice so hard. So I said, at that age, I never knew it would help me. That's a different matter. That you have to dedicate yourself to do better in life. But the bottom line is, let the kid enjoy what he or she is doing, and definitely you'll bear fruits.
Fantastic. Don't push. Let the child do what they want.
Yes, and let him enjoy, or let her enjoy what she's doing or he's doing.
Correct, correct. Yes, yes, sir. So, yeah, when we see the Chak De India, we see the passion on the field and the passion in the life. These are two things. Of course, when you see whether it is cricket, when they hit during the first 15 overs or the last slog overs, of course, in the same happens or in the any game for that matter. So, what are the life and the sport? How do we connect?
Uh, for example, when I used to play, there were a lot of things that did not connect initially. But as time passed by, I noticed that in sport, there are losses and there are victories. Now, when you're in a team game like I am, the losses are difficult to digest, victories are easy to accept. So I remember a coach, Mr. Balkishan Singh, saying that if you are victorious, it's a teamwork, fine. But always remember that in teamwork, you must have the losses also accepted together. It should not be a blame game. Now, this is something that I want every young kid to understand. Whenever you're in a job, also, you find people, in a group where the boss compliments the group. But if there is a problem, there is every time a chance of somebody playing a blame game. Now, that's not acceptable. So these things I learned in sport, that as a team, you enjoy the successes. At the same time, if you don't fare well, accept the losses together and not pin the mistake onto somebody alone.
So that speaks about the teamwork. So as you speak, I remember about Professor Satish Dhawan, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, and Dr. Kalam. So
Yes,
whenever there is a failure, they used to own the entire. They don't give it to the team. Yeah, yeah. So
yes.
this is a wonderful message as a leader that you have given. I remember that whenever you go to schools and inspire children, they all want to come and meet you, because some children want to see how does an Olympian look like. How they want to touch the Olympian. Rather, it can be like even if it is a scientist, they want to come and touch. Okay, they're also an ordinary human being, but you have reached to that level. So when you are in the Moscow moment, so do you remember any of the Moscow moments, sir?
Yeah, I do. First of all, I was too young. I was hardly 19 years when I went for the Olympic, 1920, I guess. And the first thing to be in an Indian team for the Olympics itself is a great honor. It takes long for the whole thing to get into you that you're an Olympian and now you're representing the country in the Olympics. And we have had a history of Olympic goals. And it was a dream come true to represent the country. First dream, right? You get into the Olympic team. But when you go for the Olympics, you have to ensure that you are an ambassador and you have to keep the name of the country in place. There are so many athletes who go and for some reason, are unable to be good ambassadors, which is not good. So these were the things that were instilled in us. And at Moscow, we ensured as a team that we must ensure that we play well. That's one thing, and try and win the gold for the country. At Moscow, we were not expected to do well, and that is what helped us to do better. When expectations are not too high, you can play with a lot of freedom. So that was one of the main reasons how we fared well at Moscow Olympics.
Wow. So wonderful, sir. You have, I think you would have gone to that journey to remember those days and again to narrate that. I know it will be live every time because this is the question that everyone will be asking you wherever you go and wherever you meet, because you are now in the creating leaders in the country, which is very, very important. Building passion to the people, and of course the moment of Chak Day is always there, that yes, we have to win. And you said that yes, though expectations are there, but we need to accept expectations and acceptance, both things are there. So we need to accept what is there in the ground reality. Of course, the sport teaches us many things. We are on the ground, it teaches us many things, which is again compatible to the life lessons. So any experience that the sport has taught you and that is compatible to the life lessons, sir? I know there are many experiences to be shared. Yes.
One of the most important experiences to be on time. I think I was a late Latif. I used to be always late for any event, whether it be sports or whether it be going for a function or something like that as a youngster. So I remember in the camp, hockey camp, once I came late and Mr. Balkishan Singh kept me out of the practice session for nearly 3 days. So that was something that I learned, the hard way. And I wanted to play, but he said, no, I think you should rest. And he kept me out for nearly 3 days for being late. So after that day, I learned to be on time. Another experience I learned is through the family. And that is that the family one is very interesting. We were supposed to go, my wife, me, and 2 young kids of ours were supposed to go for a wedding reception. I had gone for badminton somewhere and I was supposed to come back by 6 in the evening so that we could go for the wedding reception early, attend the close friend's wedding and come back. I came 1 hour late from wherever I came, and my wife just wouldn't accept the fact that I was 1 hour late. She changed the kids, put them to bed by 7:38, and I had to go alone for the wedding. So it was a terrible experience for me to understand that I need to respect people's time. So these are 2 things that help me to respect people's time.
Sir, fantastic. What you said was perfectly correct, and the life lessons are very important. And what you learned on the ground, and of course, which you have seen in the life lesson. And today, particularly, you were much before me. Today, you were much before me. You have logged in because what you have learned years back. So you have been practicing. You said time, you said dedication. These are the 2 things which certainly takes you for, because the respect that you earn from the family, that respect that you earn from the people. In fact,
Yes.
this is what we need to keep demonstrating to people around. I know, sir, this the lockdown time, people were all inside the home, not knowing what to do, where to go about. I know even the sport, children could not play sport much. They were more confined to the gadgets at home, things like that. Of course, whatever practice or they could do exercise or yoga, they were doing to keep themselves fit. But still on the ground, people could not come and do that. So, what is your say on that, sir? I think sport is very important and practicing is very important. So, how do one keep up? Yeah.
Yeah. For example, now I have retired from sport, but I play a lot of tennis. I play competitive tennis in my age group. And though I could not play because of the pandemic, I used to do my exercise at home to keep myself fit. I used to watch videos to improve my game. And you'll be surprised if I tell you at this stage also, I used my tennis racket and a ball to hit against the wall so that I could feel the ball and the racket, all the time. So these are some things like a hockey player. I mean, since we are talking about a hockey player, he could have a ball and a stick at home and then keep dribbling at home. Try and keep the ball in possession with you wherever you move in the house. I think these are some things that any kid could do to keep himself or herself fit. You're still into it. You're not out of it totally. So I think this was something that most sportsmen would have done whilst they couldn't go out and play.
Great, sir. You said that no excuse in life. We should not have any excuse. Okay, I am not able to go out, so I cannot do that. Keep
Yes,
practicing. Hit the
yes,
ball on the ball and get the
yes,
feel of it. Yes, that's what a
yes,
player does. So
yes,
he or she never excuses. Of course, sir. Looking into the field from which you come, of course, there is a the hockey itself. How is India taking hockey forward to, and why children should choose, or there are many who are not. Of course, as cricket is glorified much, we all everyone knows about it. But there are many hockey lovers which we know. So the message for the students who want to take hockey as their passion or career, how do they go about, sir?
First of all, Dr. Narayan, I think the person who's taking up the sport has to realize that hockey does not give you as much as maybe cricket or any other sport. So if you're prepared to do that and want to enjoy the game of hockey, it will take some time for hockey to sort of get the same popularity as cricket in India. No doubt, India is faring well at the moment in hockey. We are among the first six in the world. So that's a great leap because we had slid down to 8th, 9th, 10th position for some time. But the present hockey team is doing very well. They are among the first six. They were close to qualifying for the semi-finals of the World Cup that was held at Bhubaneswar. And even now, if people who are following hockey have seen some of our performances, they have been very, very encouraging. And I'm sure that people who have been following hockey will realize that it will come up in some way. Like they had kind of a hockey event where IPL type of stuff was encouraged. Unfortunately, it has been discontinued. Yeah, if you are recognized, you could do well in any sport.
That's really great. So, sir, your message to the youth who want to take you choose your sport and be there where you want to be. That's perfect. Sir, you also have coaching lot of students these days. So,
Yes.
so how do the students take up the generally whom you are coaching nowadays?
Uh, like I can speak about Mumbai. We have witnessed a lot of schools in Mumbai encouraging hockey, but unfortunately, at the university level and further than that, there has been not much encouragement. So people are dropping out of the sport. I wish that the local body in Mumbai, Maharashtra would encourage teams to come forward and ensure that these players represent them. Like we had Tatas, we had Mahindras, all these teams have closed their teams down for hockey. I think it's important that these big companies come forward and encourage youngsters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember when the other sports are given prominence, hockey also need to be given prominence. One of the teacher friend of mine, whose daughter is a very good hockey player, and she
Okay.
found that the future in Mumbai particularly there is no school or university or college that takes. So she wants to change her students somewhere else in the north or wherever the hockey is being played. I
Yes.
think so. Women in hockey, sir. I think they're also faring up very well these days.
They are, as we have also seen, after a long time, the women's hockey team have qualified for the Olympics. So that's great performance by them. And in Asia, they are among the first three. So that's quite a creditable performance by the women. And I wish them all the best in the Olympics. If they can come among the first eight, if not the first four. I mean, the hope is always there that they should reach the semi-finals. Their first aim should be to qualify for the semi-finals, and then from there anything can happen.
Yes. I think there's a perfect gender parity. Both are performing very well, and yes,
Yes.
they want to do. And the role of the coach is very important. If you look into the game, as the head of the head of the family plays a very important role. So the head of a country plays a very important role. The coach role is very important in any game, particularly if you take even in hockey.
Yes.
So
We we were under Coach Balkishan. We all remember him as one of the best coaches, the best strategists. He changed the style of play because we found that we were playing too attacking and left a lot of gaps in the defense. Uh, that was not acceptable in modern hockey. He changed the format of not the format, the way we played the 5-3-2-1 formation to a more defensive, slightly not more, slightly defensive, in which we did pretty well. So the coach has to ensure that the team should play as per the requirement of that particular tournament, or as per the requirement of the players' performances.
yes, sir. I think that's perfect that you have said about the coach, the head. In fact, the entire team listens to the coach what they say, and the life is also like that. Like the head of the family, as we always talk about. So the children, of course, sometimes they get confused particularly during this time where they are all confined to the home, not knowing what to do. They're all in pell mell. So your message to the people or to the youth, particularly who are watching now, that
Yes.
what should be the message that they should take from 2020, the Corona times?
Don't get disheartened. Everybody has gone through his or her phase in life, and this is one of the phases that everybody has gone through. Be focused. If you, as I said earlier, if you have missed on something in this past few months, try and get back into shape and enjoy the game. And I'm sure they'll get back the same performances that they had before the pandemic.
Yes, sir. The hope is very important because we all going to reckon the year 2021 as a year of hope. The year of 2020 is a year of lesson. So a lot of
Yes,
lessons that we have learned, we are going to see that we build our hope in the coming year. That will be a
yes.
great thing. And Christmas
It's
is going to give us, celebration time where the entire world over people are going to be celebrating with a lot of happiness and joy. So the message again that we want from you for the viewers, as we wish you Merry Christmas. So Christmas message comes again from Mervyn Fernandez, the great Olympian, and who is reckoned as a person known for time, known for dedication. So, sir, message for Christmas once again.
all that I can say is enjoy yourselves with the family. Enjoy the warmth of the family in such a great celebration. Like all other celebrations that we have, it's a family affair. Of course, you can't meet friends, but your own family, you can be together and enjoy the joyous Christmas together.
Wow, that's really great, sir. So, from
And
Indian
most
development.
important, and most importantly, I feel that you have to stay safe, because that's what we have been all told, that one has to be careful while celebrating. So the celebrations are there, but at the same times, please be safe.
Great, sir. Wonderful message, sir, from Indian Development Foundation and all the family members and all the champions who are watching the show. We wish you and your family Merry Christmas, and all the viewers also Merry Christmas, sir.
Yeah, same from me. Wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, and hope the new year brings in some wonderful moments for all of them.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being part of this Chat with Champ show and giving us the ray of hope that we can carry forward. As you were there in the field, and you are there now with us, so even nothing can stop us. Even technology has connected us, so we are together even at this time. The divine
Yes,
network plays a very important role. Let's believe
yes,
the divine. Many good things are going to happen.
yes, surely. We hope and pray for that.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Viewers, you are watching this wonderful Chat with Champ show, and our great Goldie Olympian who is called the Mervyn Fernandez sir, he has given us a wonderful message, ray of hope, love, peace, and joy, which is what is required. Celebrate this Christmas with family members and see a lot of happiness that is going to come. And in 2021 is going to be an year of hope. Wish you all the best. Have a wonderful time. As I keep always saying in all the programs, let's all come together and do good things. आओ हम सब मिलके कुछ अच्छा करते हैं. जय हिंद.